Oh, what happened? Good evening. We playing hide and go seek with me. Good evening and welcome to Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with the host of Love 101, my man Naeem Najib. What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
I'm phenomenal. Happy to be alive. How you doing?
You look phenomenal. You look fresh. You look ready to go. You look, just you're ready. I see it. I see it.
That's right.
So
Lighting up
again,
the mood.
and author visionary Elsie Logan, she can't be here tonight. But she'll be back next week, hopefully. But she will be chiming in, she says. So we'll see what's going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to commercial break, and then we're going to come right back with our Feel Good Talk Love 101. All right, let's do this. And that is the A Game Great for Vitality, Energy, Strength, and Libido. And if you need your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A Game. This is for men only, a phenomenal product. So just check it out. I'm telling you guys, you won't be disappointed. And what's going on, Naeem? What we talking about tonight, brother?
I got two interesting topics, but before we
Okay.
do that, let's go to the drawing board and get our principles of healthy relationships out of the way. So we
There we
already
go.
know what we're about to talk about here, y'all. Talk about healthy and unhealthy relationships, aka love and fear. They call me the love doctor. Why? Not because I'm gonna do I'm going to do surgery on a relationship. More so, I'm going to do surgery on the idea of
Right.
love. And the idea is something that we need to be clear about because everything flows from the thought before it becomes a thing.
Mhm.
A toxic relationship came from toxic thinking and toxic feelings. Healthy relationships come from healthy thinking and healthy feelings, and that flows into your words, your actions, and etc. We'll talk more about that. So, this whole thing you see on your screen right now, and those for those of you listening will say it, is our snapshot of a very easy baseline that you can take to remember and to think about love and fear. Something that is pretty much indisputable unless you're insane or a contrarian, which is also fine. And no need to cast judgment there, but judgment. And I crack myself up. So, anyway, I'm going to offer this to everyone as an idea of how to think about love and healthy relationships. So, we use the FACTS, the acronym FACTS, to give us an idea of how to think about it. So let's start with toxic relationships. What are toxic relationships based on? So the F is for fear. They're based on fear or force. And then the A is for abuse and anger and attack. In other words, you don't find abuse, anger, and attack in healthy relationships. On the other, and next we have C, we have conflict and confusion, and also control. People trying to control each other. You don't find control and ongoing conflict and confusion in healthy relationships. Conflict is easily resolved, confusion is easily cleared, and there's no control in healthy relationships. Also, there's trauma and triggers, meaning trauma being brought up from the past and also new trauma being caused in unhealthy relationships. You don't find that in healthy relationships. And also, there's separation, shame, suspicion, and specialness that is found in unhealthy or toxic relationships, not in healthy relationships. And by separation, we mean the idea that you are separate and from love, from appreciation, separate from these ideas that we're about to go through. Actually, what a Dr. Feelgood is about to introduce you to right here. So please, Dr. Feelgood, introduce us to what healthy relationship principles we're talking about.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, you talked about the fear, what fear is. I'm gonna talk about what love is. And that's basically a healthy relationship and it's based on freedom. Freedom to do what you want to do. The F is, I'm sorry, the F is for freedom. Freedom to do what you want to do and you know, and how you want to do it. You're free to do whatever. A is for appreciation. Okay, C is for communication and clarity. Communication, I always talk about communication because I think that's one of the most important things in a relationship. Relationships, we're not just talking about romantic, we're talking about all relationships. Communication,
Thank you
is,
for
is
that point.
key.
That's important. Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? And I think with that being said, with the communication, we talked about earlier freedom. So you can talk about your freedoms and what you expect, what you don't expect, whatever. As far as trust, T is for trust and truth. Okay. You trust this person, you trust them, and with all your heart, you feel as though, hey, you can trust this person. And also sincerity is for S. S is for sincerity. So again, this is all broken down in the facts. So again, that's the love side.
Thank you for that. Y'all feel free to take a screenshot. But if those, it's again, it's easy to remember. We go through this every week because it's worth going through every week. It's a good
Right.
refresher.
Hmm.
Also, I guess let's just get to the one comment real quick, and then we'll go into some more topics. Say hello to Izzy and everybody else
What's
listening.
going on, Izzy? Thanks for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it. And if y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, please hit us up. We definitely appreciate that.
So I have a question to put out to everyone, and then I'm going to go into another way of thinking about things, and then we'll take comments and questions. So the question I have is, what do you all out there tonight? Uh, what do y'all think and feel about people, whatever relation may be, the people who only get in touch with you, and I mean only, like because there are, oh, everybody has people like that. That the only
Hmm.
time you hear from these people is when they're in trouble and they
Hmm.
need something, when it's something some crisis, something going on. They need help. It may be a place to stay, it may be money, it may be a ride, it may be food, it may be watch my
Hmm.
kids, it may be whatever. Uh, what is do you what is your take on this? Is that the way people operate in a healthier relationship or in a toxic relationship, or is there somewhere in between? And I don't even know why I'm saying that because I don't have nothing in between about me.
Yeah, I was ready to say.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there for the sake of conversation because
Right, right.
it's not like I'm not here to criticize or judge anybody in your position. It's more about getting us to think differently about things, and a lot of these things we just kind of skirt over in our lives and daily lives and conversations. Like Charles said, communication is really important. 100% of people will probably be like, yeah, communication is important, and then they'll move on to the next thing. Like, whoa, ho, ho, ho! If communication is so important, why don't we study it, right? Why don't
Right.
we practice it, or know exactly what we mean we're practicing it, right? I mean, that eating food is important, and being able to, let's say you want to make your own meal. If you want to just say make bread, for example, it would be important to figure out how much flour, how much
Hmm.
eggs, how much oil, how much yeast, how much, what temperature, these dirt, how long to knead the dough. These different things all are included in the making bread process. So
Hmm.
the making or creating a healthy relationship process, there is something called communication that we agree on, but what is that, right? We got
Hmm.
we got look, we got like hundreds of pages about it. Like a cookbook has pages about how to create these different delicious dishes. And so it's just something like when we talk in Feel Good Talk Love 101, we're just trying to say, what recipe do you use in your relationship for communication? What recipe do you use when
Hmm.
you're talking about trust? What recipe do you use when you're resolving stuff with your partner or with your friends or with people in your life? We just want to get it out there because I definitely don't know everything. I definitely haven't witnessed everything or experienced everything. I speak merely from universal principles like a scientist. So, for example, like a mathematician, right? They may know, may know arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, but there's some math problems I've never done, I've never seen, never thought of. I do
Right.
know, okay, I know how to do addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. I can teach you how to do that. like how to think about this in a certain systematic way. Yet some people will come with things like, well, have you ever thought about two plus two plus two plus two minus two plus two minus two minus two plus two plus zero? It's like, wow, that sounds confusing. No, I haven't. But I could figure it out if you gave me, if you wrote it down, right? So anyway, that's the point of our conversation. Can we go? So let me ask the question again, and we'll go to Izzy. And the question was relationships where either you are the one or someone else is the one, always coming to the other person in a relationship because they're in trouble or they need something. And they could be pleasant and everything, but the fact is you never hear from them when it's just a regular day. Hey, how you doing? I'm just thinking about you. Hey,
Right.
just stopping by to say hello, pay my respects, regards, whatever. Just want to take you out to lunch, but it's not about, well, I need you to invest in my company now. That's why I invited, not because I really want to talk to you, but because I
Yeah.
need something. So pretty much, what is that? Do y'all say, is that healthy, unhealthy? Does it depend? Whatever. I wanted to know. So let's see what Izzy has to say.
Izzy says it's definitely unhealthy, especially if they only contact you only when things are going terrible, but never contact you to tell you about the things that are going well or have gone well.
Hmm. Okay.
Exactly, Izzy. I
Thank
definitely
you.
appreciate that. And a lot of times, some people, accept that, especially if it comes to family members and stuff of that nature, just because they're family, you'll say, you know what, this is, I'm just saying my mom or dad, so I'll let them say, what's up, let them ask for, whatever they want and continue to abuse you. And you don't really, you don't think of it as abuse because that's your family, your aunts, your uncles, whatever, but in all actuality, it is a form of abuse, and just learning that, I mean, because it starts to become a pain because every time you hear this person, it's like, God, I know he wants something. Let me hear what he or she wants something. So let me see what they got to talk about. Let me see what they want to say. And then as soon as you don't do that, then you're the worst person in the world. You know what I mean? So I have family members like that. So I know, and friend, some friends too. Well, I ain't gonna say, well, some people, some associates, put it like that I know as well. So you have to, watch that and be mindful of that. You know what I mean? But again, some people do it because this is who they are. You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't know. Some people don't know, that they're abusive or that they're doing something that's wrong either. So again, um, I don't know, man. It's just it's a trip, but I had to learn. I've learned over the years of that just because these are your people or your family, that doesn't mean you have to do what they want or jump whenever they want to jump. You know what I mean? Or whenever they want you to jump. Put it like that.
Yeah.
So, and we do
Well,
got some comments bumping over here. Let's see what we got over here. We got what's up? What's up, Tamu? We said, hey, bros, long time since I've been on here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, man. Great seeing you recently. And I'm gonna give you a holler. We'll talk. Um, Izzy also says, hey, Tamu. He says, hello. And Izzy says, Chuck, you're right. It's like a pattern. After a while, you become mindful of their ways. That's true. I mean, after a while, you start saying, I know this person only called me for something. So sometimes you even ghost them. We talked about that before, ghosting the phone call because you know exactly what's going to happen. And we got Jamila J. Choi. She says, when a person only contacts you when they need something, I feel used. Exactly. You know what I mean? And she also says, it is not a good feeling. No, it's not.
so
So,
that adds then the next question is it unhealthy for you to block or ghost or to deny that person access to you or your resources or both when that's what the relationship has become? Meaning, I only see you when I'm hungry because I know you got food. I only call you when I know you going that way toward work because I know I need to go that way around the same time. You got a car and I don't. I
right, right.
only contact you when I'm in town because I know you give me a place to stay, but you don't hear me in no other time when I'm not in town, when I'm doing something else. I only call you when you need money.
Mhm.
Down the line, you can go down the list of things. But what I'm trying to get at is, like Jamila was saying, feel used if it's your interaction with them is always associated with some transference of resources from you to them, even if it's just you listening to their problems, giving them that empathetic space, that safe space to blah, 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 to vent.
Right.
It's not a healthy relationship, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on you. It's not, they aren't doing anything wrong. Nobody's doing anything wrong here. Everybody's innocent. But, and it's on you as the one who notices this, because some people, that just may be their expectation of what a healthy relationship is. Like, well, you're my brother. So, I'm in town. You got a place to stay. I'm just show up with my bags. I ain't even going to call you. I'm just ring the bell. And he's like, oh, my brother's in town. So I didn't even know he was in town, but he at the door with I've seen through the camera with
Uh-huh.
his bags. He must be looking for a place to stay. But wait a minute though. I Airbnb and I'm not a hotel and I have a life, and how come I don't hear from you no other time? And
Mm-hmm.
and so again, it's it's about consideration, it's about love, it's about appreciation. And is it appreciation if you're only being used, as Jamila says, for what they need? And also the other part is when there's never an offer of, oh man, you always feeding me, Charles, let me take you out, let me put some food in your
Right.
refrigerator, let me give you some money, something like that. Or you come into town, I got you. Or not that you are doing it for that reason, right? But also when there's not even sometimes, and y'all, those of you givers out there know what I mean. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
it makes all the difference when you do something for someone, maybe feed them, give them a place to stay, take them out, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, let me pay for that. Let me do." Just the offering of it
Mm-hmm.
can be enough because they thought enough to say, "Well, this you doing stuff for me that's at a cost to you, and I appreciate that. So let me offer. Let me go. I know you invited me out to eat, Charles. Let me go and pull my wallet out. The check is here. Like, how much you want to do with this?" It's like,
Right.
no, but the
Mm-hmm.
offering of it says something about someone more than just them, more than not.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that. So
Yeah,
let's go
and,
back to the
and you know
comments.
what else? You know what else gets me? Well, I will come back to that because I want to say this too. Well, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We'll come back because we do have a lot of comments here. So let's get to these comments real
Hold
quick.
that thought, then, y'all. Hold that thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm getting old, man. That stuff's hard sometimes.
You gotta take more A game. You gotta take more A game.
Let's see where we at. Let's see right here. We got Izzy. She says, absolutely not. It's okay to protect your peace. That's right, Izzy. Like sometimes you gotta tell them no. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Family or no family. After a while they'll get the picture and then they'll come around and they say, you know what? Let me stop doing that. Hopefully, anyway. And Jamila says it's not healthy. Um, September Rain says, hey y'all, good evening. What's going on, September? Thanks for tuning in. My brother from another, Temu, says it's definitely not a good feeling when someone calls you every time they want something. When one of my family member calls me, I already know he begging. But after over 20 years, I finally stood up and said enough is enough, and I told him no. You know what, Temu? And that's right, man. Like after a while, you get tired of it, man. You get tired of people calling you for this, want this, want this. And the thing that really makes me mad is when people say, oh, I know you got it, or you got it anyway. So it's like, come on, it doesn't matter. It's not like I got an inheritance or somebody, I inherited from, my rich, I guess, great grandfather who passed it on, and then I want, and, I earned it. You understand what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and tears. So it's like, yeah, I got it, but that's because I'm the one that got up in the morning. I'm the one that went out there. I'm the one that did whatever, put the work in, and you want to reap the benefits of what I put out. That's crazy. But hey, you did the right thing, Temu, straight up. And Izzy says, or if you are constantly giving, lending a shoulder, and when you have an issue, the person downplays your situation, turning the topic back on them. That's another form too. You had that a lot. People always call with their problems, and if you have some problems, you give them a call. You can't find nobody, but you're always the one solving everybody else's problem. So we definitely understand that one, Izzy. September Rain says healthy boundaries are needed. Great. We,
September Rain.
we're waiting for somebody to come up with that one. Awesome.
3 steps to boundary, September Rain, and everybody else. Part one is setting the boundaries for yourself. I mean, think about what the heck is my boundary? Because maybe this topic that I'm talking about, people calling you and only when they need you, you didn't think about it as deeply. You didn't
Right.
like when someone told me that that's unhealthy. I know how I feel when I haven't heard from somebody in a long time, and then I'm like, even if I know they're a lawyer and they may know other lawyers, and suddenly I need to contact a lawyer, but this person's my friend, and I'm like, dang, I'm only calling them because I need them to give me a contact for another lawyer. I haven't talked to them in so long, and now I
Right.
need to call them asking for information, and like I don't feel good about that. Like I feel like I'm just using them to get what I need, and it's
Hmm.
not like I even care about them. And I'm like, that may not be what it is. That may not be my but my deep our collective default is thinking about ourselves. We're not always thinking about other people. So you have to actually train yourself to
Mm.
be more considerate, to say,
Mm.
wait a minute, I haven't heard from, Joe or Jesse or whoever, my friend, my family. I haven't talked to them in a while, and it just crossed my mind. I tell people all the time, somebody cross your mind, reach out to them right away. Remember we said, if you're thinking about someone, that means they're thinking about you. Shoot them a text, and I bet
Mm.
you 9 times out of 10 they were just thinking about you, or they were like, oh yeah, thanks for reaching out. I just thought about you the other day or whatever, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
true. Because I just called 3 family members a day. I was thinking about. I said, "Yo, let me give them a call." Boom, 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 boom. And yeah, they were like, "Yeah, I was just thinking about you." Every one of them said the same thing. So I
and
was
they
like,
asked
"Wow,
them for $20 each, right?
nah,
$60. Please,
nah,
I just
nah."
buy
What?
3 people.
That's $60, $20 a piece. Let's see. Izzy says, "What's up, September Rain?"
All right, let me
And
finish up the boundaries thing. So it's
oh,
set the
I'm sorry, brother.
boundaries.
Yeah,
Number
yeah, you was on
one.
two. I'm sorry. Go ahead. See
Two
that?
is communicate the boundary. So my boundary that is that I don't want someone contacting me only when they need something. That's setting the boundary. Communicating the boundary is this person called me, haven't heard from them in 9 months, and they're like, oh yeah, I need to know where you know that person where you get your hair done because I just got my lock started and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so now communicating the boundary. Like, look, if you're only gonna call me when you need something from me, please don't call because
Hmm.
I don't want to talk to people who only think about me when they need something from me.
Right.
That's where I'm at in my life, and I appreciate that. If you're gonna reach out just because you're thinking about me, and vice
Hmm.
versa. And I'm not gonna just call you when I need something, etc.
Right.
Third part is enforcing that boundary. So when your brother does come to the step, let's play this out, y'all. So I'm your brother. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that's Chuck B. That's my brother. That's my boy. We know each other a long time. Coming up to the house. Uh, knock, knock, knock. You see me outside with the with the bags. So action. Yo, what's up, Chuck? What's going on? I'm here. I'm in town. I'm here to see you. What's going on? I know you in there. I see the car outside. What's up? Come to the door.
What's what's up? What's up, baby? What's going on?
Yeah, come outside. Let me just chop it up and let me come in. I'm in town for the weekend and stuff. You know what I'm
No
saying?
doubt. Here I come. I'll be right there. Boom.
All
And
right, so
I'm opening
I
the
can
door
stay the
now.
weekend, right? I'm good. I know I haven't talked to you in 2.5 years, but I'm here now
Hmm.
since the
What's up?
last
What you
time.
need? What you need? What you need, baby?
Yo, you got that guest room that I stayed in the last 14 times available?
Not this week. I'm done. Then I have to shut the door. Boom. That's it. End
Oh,
of
what?
conversation.
Now it's time. Now you know what's gonna happen from there is the insult part on my. Oh, how you just? I'm your brother though. If it was the other, if you was on the other foot, I always let you stay at my
Right,
place.
right.
I know
Yep.
you never asked to stay, but I would have let you stay anyway. Because that's how it is. You just gonna
Yep.
shut the door on me. Oh, that's how you feel. Forget you, Charles. But come on, man. I don't
Yep.
got nowhere else to go, and I really want to save this $60.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I go down though. I know a few cats like that, man. It's like every time
yeah.
you see them, it's something, man. Yo, let me hold something. I'm like, God darn. And I always say this: if you're going to let them hold something, make sure you're able to lose it because a lot of times out of 10, they're not going to pay you back. A lot of times.
They not holding his habit. It's like, oh,
Exactly.
let me borrow this sip of water real quick. I'll
Exactly.
give that right back to you. Go to the bathroom about 3 hours. I'll give it right back.
Right, right, right. Exactly. So we ain't even gonna go there.
back the same. But yeah, go ahead. I see we got some
Got
more.
it. Okay. Cool. Izzy says, hello, September rain. We got them speaking to each other. She says, hey, lovely, good evening to you. And Temu, he says, you work for it. Exactly, Temu. You get tired of that, man. They act like you could just let me go out to the money tree out in the backyard. Let me go pull some money down, and then I give you, whatever I got. Nah, I don't work like
You
that.
got it though. I see that tree. The tree is
Yeah,
growing.
exactly.
Give me $25.
That's the problem, man. But like you said, people don't even know. Like they don't even know sometimes. They're just so used to doing it. It's like a habit.
Come
And then
on.
Jamila says, people take your kindness for weakness if you let them. That's true.
That
You
part
know?
about letting them is
Yeah.
and that part about taking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just for weakness, it's about what I can get. Like we take it personally because it's real personal to say, oh, you think I'm weak because you could and every time you ask me for something, I give it to you. That's not weakness, y'all, unless you see yourself as weak. But there's some very strong people, you may be one of them, who
Mm-hmm.
are very generous and
Mm-hmm.
not out of weakness. Like generosity and weakness should never be related because generous people are loving and love is strength.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just correct that right now. If you're generous out of freedom, out of
Mm-hmm.
appreciation, out of communication, out of clarity, out of trust, out of truth, out of sincerity, there's no weakness in that. I will say though, if you're not generous but you're giving up a ransom, like, oh man, they ain't gonna think I'm a good friend or a good cousin or a good neighbor if I don't just let them walk all over me. So yeah, I know I really want to be alone right now. I really want nobody stay in my house right now. But all right, y'all can come in because I know if I don't let you come in, you're gonna go and complain and talk to your friends and your so and so, and they gonna come
Mm-hmm.
back and think I'm a bad person. When you really don't want to do it because you care
Right.
so much about what people think about you, Naeem and everybody. I'm talking about everybody here, caring so much about what other people think. And here's another thing, because you said it, Charles Tamu said it. It's yours. Now, actually, if it's yours, it's not important how you got it if it's legitimately yours, right?
That's right.
Whether you got it through hard work or you got it through an inheritance where an uncle or a parent or somebody just like, you know what? I know I got 12 other family members, but Charles, I like you the most.
Mm-hmm.
You getting everything. Everybody else, I don't care. Here you go. And they get no, but for real though, y'all, we need
Yeah.
to get this straight. When people, including yourself, even if you have a equal number of children, siblings, family members, you don't like them all the same. And I'm saying that out of truth because like and love are two different things.
I was
You
ready to
love them
say,
all the same.
yep. I was ready to tell
You
them,
love,
don't get it mixed up. Love and
they'll
love,
get,
love
but
and like is
also
different.
as parents, you see from a young age, oh, this one's really good with money, and this one right here, if I give them my stuff, they gonna lose it before they even put me in the ground. Like they gonna be blown everything. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave the stuff to the responsible one, right?
Right. Right.
Or to the one I like, or to the one that I think is not gonna squander it. And so this whole equal down. Oh, but they had 5 kids and they just gave some to someone, or they gave it to this person, or not even their kids, a cousin or nephew or so and so. That's because guess what? If it's yours, like whatever, let's just say it's this. If this is mine and I say this is my belongings, right? My
Uh-huh.
assets. And I'm like, you know what? I have 10 things in this bag of assets and 10 people that I could possibly distribute it to and more, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I want to give my assets to this person or to these
Mm-hmm.
two people or to or in this division. You get 90% and the other y'all all get 1% each, right? That's their right to do that. And we
Right.
have to respect that and respect that about yourself and understand that. So going back to the case, whether you have a money tree in the backyard and you got the seeds and you planted it and you grew it yourself. And you're
Self.
like, yo, come on, Charles, I see that money tree back there. Just give me $2. Just give me two.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a seed. I can plant it. Like we
Mm-hmm.
all know that you gonna take the seed and put it in the stove and put some salt and pepper on it and eat it. We all know that if I give you a goose that lays golden eggs, you gonna cut that goose up and eat it for dinner. Like, that was good goose, y'all. What we gonna eat tomorrow? Like, why don't you let it? It's like, wow, what's this egg get laid? Wow, this egg is solid gold. I bet this goose tastes good as gold. Let's eat it. You know people like that, right?
Right. Right.
So I'm saying to everybody, it don't matter how you possess what is yours, it's yours. If you have 10 million of the dollars or the shekels or the rupees or the yen or the who cares what it, if you have those assets and somebody's like, but you got it though. I only got like, I don't got none. And you got all of this. Like, this is me and this is you. You could just easily just drop off a little bit onto me. Guess what? Whether I had 2 and you had 0, or I had 200 million and you had 0, guess who those 2 belong to? Me. Guess
That's
who
right.
those 200 million belong to?
You.
Me. Not you, not some people, me. All the money. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you hear about all these billionaires and million, all this stuff. Guess who their money belongs to? Them. So if you got a family member, a spouse, whoever that come into a lot of money, or you know that they have so much and you have this much, guess who it belongs to? Every single last penny of it. Them, not you. It's for those of you listening who have something and people are like, oh, but you have. You're like, you know what, Sherlock? That's a great observation. How many years, a master's degrees did it take you
Right.
to figure out that what is mine belongs to me and not you? Well, congratulations. All right. I hope you were able to give the inauguration speech at your graduation from the School of Obviousness, because this is mine,
Right.
not yours. And so if I choose to give you some, whether I have 2 and I give you 1, or whether I have 200 million, I give you 1, or I give you none, it's still mine. And
That's
I
right.
want, and as cruel as that sounds, that's cold, it's the truth. And that's, we got to start living in the world of should, as of the world of as is, and not the world of should be. One of my teachers told me, like, a lot of people you live in the world of should be. It's like, oh man, I'm a twin. I have a twin brother, and he's got tens of millions of dollars, and I'm just got tens of million or tens of thousands of debt, and he should just give me money because I'm his blood relative. The only
Right.
thing that y'all share together is a womb and some genetics. Everything after you pop up out of there, that's on you and that's on them,
Fair
right?
game. Yeah.
So that whole idea that just because someone's related to you, because whatever the relationship is, they don't owe you anything, and you don't owe anybody anything, y'all.
Right.
So I just want to put that out there and set the record straight, because a lot of people living in the world of should be and not the world of as is. All right,
That's
I'm done.
right. That's right. Yeah, let's see what we got here. We got a whole bunch going on here. So Izzy says always we need to teach our children to create healthy boundaries at a young age. So true. So true. And September Rain says, yes, it can become a form of manipulation if you allow them to overstep your boundaries. They will not take you serious at that point. That is so very true. They will not take you serious. And again, they will constantly keep bugging you until you snap out. But then you know how it goes. You're the bad guy because you went off. So, oh, why you talk to me like that, man? That's crazy. Like, I thought we was better than that. Yeah, we are. But I'm tired every time I turn around, you want something. Izzy Meditate says, no lie, I had a gentleman come up to me in town, told me I was beautiful, and asked, yo, take me to lunch. Before I could respond, he asked, could he borrow $10?
Dang, Izzy,
Wow.
that's a new level of macking right there. Like, so beautiful, so beautiful. You look like you just fell out of the heaven and gold and everything. On you, look at you. You just so well put together. Can you take me out to lunch? Can you give me $5 because you
Right.
just look like you got it like that? Can you just put me in an Uber and send me back to the shelter? Because you looks like you got it.
And Izzy says on the next comment, she took him out and gave him $10. Like, I'm just joking. Tamu said to her comment, say it ain't so. She said she had to laugh. And she said, next time I saw him, he asked me for a ride. Well, he was trying to use you all the way around the board, Izzy. Well, I'm glad did you give him a ride? That's what we need to know.
He's up front with it. Like, he didn't wait. No, he didn't wait till he got your number. He's like, you know what? You beautiful. You look like you got it. Can I get $10? Dang.
Exactly.
And can I get some money to take you out later?
That's crazy, man.
You look like
September Rain says, yes, that's called people pleasing. I myself had that issue in the past before healing and setting boundaries in place. That's true. You got to
thank you,
do.
Rain.
No, you have to do. You got to do it. You got to stop. Put your foot down. And Tamu's, he's going back to Izzy's comment. He told her, Izzy, stop. And then Summer Rain said, "Oh wow, that's ridiculous." And Tamu says, next time, just tell him to kick boulders. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, if
So
you give me a pair of shoes, then I'll kick as many bowls as you want.
Tamu also says, I remember when Rondé Jefferson first got drafted. He said, Dag, how come I got so many cousins now? Where was y'all when my mom was struggling? He said, exactly. That's when they all come out. Everybody's your cousin now. What's up, cuz? What's going on, cuz? It's like, nah, man. I don't even know who the hell you are. I'm sorry. You know? And she's laughing because Tamu told her Izzy meditates walking around looking like new money. There's a whole lot of money in this mother. And and we got she left the back. We had Fatima in the back, but she left. All right. I guess her connection went bad. So we'll come back to her once she gets back there. Oh, wait a minute, here she is right here. But we got anything else to say before we bring Fatima on?
Yeah, I'm gonna give a couple of examples to show you.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the question, but I'm just gonna use this as a assessment to gauge how, the poverty mindset to appreciation mindset. So let's say that you have someone close to you who said, "Hey, I just got this deal that they gave me some money, and they said if I if I can keep the money if I give some of it away to somebody I care about. So they gave me $100. So I'm gonna give you $10. And if you sign this thing, then it shows that I gave it to you and I can keep the rest of the money. Will you do it? Okay. Now, next one. They gave me $1,000. And as long as I show that I gave it some money to somebody, then I can keep it. So I'm gonna give you $10. Right? Give $10. They gave me $100,000, and they said as long as I show someone that I gave them some money, then I can keep it. So they give you $10. They gave me $1,000,000, and as long as I show someone that I gave them some of the money, any amount I want, then I'm going to, I can keep it. So they gave you $10. Now here's the question. Um, how do you respond in that situation? Now, before anybody answers, let me just say a lot of people will say, well, how come? See, if someone, here's the point of the example is this. In what situation did you receive money that you didn't have before? Every single situation. But when it was like, oh, they received $100 and they gave me $10, okay, great. When they received $1,000,000 and they gave me $10, why they only give me $10? What's wrong? And that, my friends, is the wrong idea. That's the wrong attitude. Because guess how much of that money belongs to them? All of it, the amount of that they didn't give. And guess
Exactly.
how much money you have after they gave you that money? More money than you had,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
in what situation were you not given money freely for a gift? Who cares what if there was $1 billion, they was like, I will give you $10. That's the problem with telling people what you have because they think that somehow some of it belongs to them.
Mm.
That's the other
Nope.
thing about those of you who do business and have employees and stuff like that. You running a business operation, and when they see your bottom line, your net or your gross, they're like, wow, you pulling in all this money. How come my salary is so and so? It's like, excuse me, ignorant native. Let me explain something to you. Just because you see this bottom line, that doesn't mean that's the amount of money that's coming into my pocket, especially if you're running a business, right? You got expenses, you have employees, you have insurance, you have workman's comp, you have all type of things that people in their selfish self-interest, all they see is, oh, well, you have so much and I don't have as much, so you
Right.
should be giving me some. That is a dangerous mindset to have, people. So
Yeah.
in any situation where someone's like, here's $10, what should you be saying? Thank you.
Thank you.
Because, or however much. They could say $1, they could say $100, whatever. It's money that you wouldn't have in other case have.
Right.
It's a gift. And instead of worrying about their business and how much they receive, that still belongs to them. It don't have nothing to do with you. And
That's right.
so I invite and encourage everyone to keep your business to yourself. And whenever people want to speculate about what you got or whatnot, don't don't correct them, don't defend against it, don't do it. Just do what you're gonna do, but don't let someone else's perception of you to have you change your mind about how you're going to move forward with your belongings. And guess what else belongs to you? Your time, your energy, and your body all belong to you. So how you choose to use those things is up to you.
That's
Where
right.
you choose to go with your body, who you choose to share time with, your energy, your time, it's all yours. And no
Hmm.
one has the right to encroach upon it, demand it, expect anything from you because you don't owe anybody a bleep bleep thing.
That's
Okay?
right. That's
I'm
right.
done.
All right, we got 4 comments back here we're gonna get to. And Dreddy Girl says, thanks as always. Must be Izzy meditates and Izzy donates. Thanks everyone for the great show. Thank you for tuning in, Dreddy Girl. We appreciate it. He got Izzy back there laughing. And my brother from another, he says, hey bros, gotta get back to work. So until next time, peace and love. And Chuck, I'll be home from November 23rd through the 30th. I'll be on vacation that time too. So that's great. We're gonna get together. We're gonna do our thing, brother. You know
All
how we
right.
do. And Izzy Meditate says, be safe. Thank you for tuning in. And Temu says, Izzy, same to you, friend. And let's link up when I come home so me, you, and Chuck can go grab a bite to eat. That's what we do. And he says, tell him Naeem love. So he's talking about what you just said. So, all right, man, great conversation, man, as always, Naeem. You know what I mean? So I guess I'm going to bring in,
Fatima Love,
hopefully she's
okay.
ready. Fatima Love. Let me get her on here. Let me get her on here. You ready, Fatima Love? Just give me the thumbs up before I bring you on. I don't want you, you know, looking the wrong way or not ready. But here she is right here. Boom. What's up, lady? Okay, she got a pose too. Go ahead now.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Hey, what's
I
up, lady?
I'm apologizing. I am at an event here in Baltimore City for a book
Okay.
signing for I Am Black Wall Street by Donnie Glover.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, I had to come to the event. So, but I wanted to check in with you guys. Great conversation as always.
Mhm.
The love, Dr. Naeem is doing his thing.
Yes, indeed.
We are and
So,
thank you so much, for just letting me pop in for a quick second. I wanted to remind everybody we are taking profile pictures, and it's a list of questions for everybody. Anybody who wants to get hooked up, we are sponsoring you guys out on a date. So please send a picture of your profile in, and we'll have some questions for you to answer, and then we're gonna get you hooked up. So we're really excited about this opportunity. It's a free date. The weather has changed.
right.
The leaves are turning colors, and the air is getting a little cool. So you're ready to cuddle up. We're gonna help you guys out.
There you go. And just for y'all that don't know, here it is right here, the poster. Let's get hooked up, and so how's everything coming along, Fatima? What's going on? Talk to us.
It is coming along. I have popped into a couple of DMV dating Facebook groups, and they are very interested. I got a lot of nice, very handsome young men interested
Okay.
in going on a date. The women are sending in their profile pictures, and they are looking fine. And so, we just want to be able to hook everybody up, and this it's time now. You
Mhm.
know, let us help you out a little bit, get you on that first blind date. You never know where it can lead.
That's true. Now, is this what's the deadline again? Or we do we have a deadline or what?
We don't have a firm deadline. We have a soft deadline. But as Naeem has told everybody, you really got to get on board. You don't want all the good looking, well educated, fine, athletic, go to the gym, keeping it tight people to be all going.
That's right. That's right. That's true. So what do they have to do? One last time for those
Okay.
that don't know.
Okay, so this is what you have to do. You can hit me or Chuck up, or either author visionary LC Logan. You can hit her up too. Send us your profile picture, a beautiful picture of you that highlights your beauty inside and out. Then we'll send you a list of questions. through those questions will be what we'll use to match you with somebody for a blind date. Of course, the show Feel Good Talk will be paying for your date, so it's no expense. You show up, you be yourself, you have a good time on our dime. Oh, that rhyme.
Oh yeah, and you're a poet, you don't even know it. But awesome. But yeah, it sounds like a great time. Again, like I said, it should be awesome. So I don't know, Naeem, you got anything for Fatima?
No, I just, I'm about to just throw the gauntlet down about the deadline. Like, y'all need to just stop playing games.
Yeah, we got to get a firm deadline, guys.
But to put it like this, next week we'll have a firm deadline, and that'll be it. Whatever we have, we're just gonna mix it in the pot, and we're gonna do what we got to do. And again, we'll be out filming some of that date, and we'll have you on the show to talk about the date. And well, I'm gonna let Fatima tell you. I'm sorry. I'm just
so we will be videoing part of your date, part of your interaction, because your interaction will be, a subject of talk for our show. And I have sent in my profile picture. I haven't answered my questions yet, but I'm going to answer my questions, send in my profile picture, and I'm hoping that I get myself a good date. So yeah, I'm excited. So if you know anybody who's interested, if you're not interested, please let them know. And because it's time. I'm single, so I am looking for a good date. So I'm excited about it.
So we're hooking the dates up, everyone. You don't pick your date. We're gonna put you together according to certain things, and we'll see how that works out. So if whoever you end up with, they're all beautiful women, all handsome men, so you can't go wrong. So there you go. All right. So hey, great. I'm excited. I can't wait. We'll have a deadline next week. So anything else you got for him, Fatima? I know you're at the book signing. I don't want to hold you up too long.
No, that's it. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I appreciate you. Love you. Peace.
Love you too. Thanks for coming on. We'll see you soon. And again, thank you. Again, everybody get those entries in, get your pictures and your headshots, and we got questions that you have to answer, and then we'll hook you up. So get ready. It's gonna be fun. So yeah. Great conversations, Naeem. We got some comments in the back. Let's get to those right quick. Let's see what's going on back here. We got let's see.
Okay, we got him.
Yeah, go back. Izzy Meditate says, "Hey, pretty lady." I guess she was I don't know who she's talking to, but maybe she's talking to Fatima. And Tiffany says, "Hello, what's going on, Tiffany? Thanks for tuning in." And Izzy says, "Love it." So this should be fun, man. It should be fun. It should be great. A great time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a commercial break, then we'll come back and we'll wrap everything up right here on Feel Good Talk Love 101. All right. And this is the A Game. All right, this is our sponsor for tonight. So check them out. Again, that is the A Game, great for vitality, energy, strength, and libido. And if you have any questions or you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A Game. This is for men only, and it's a great product. So, Naeem, awesome conversation as always, brother. You always bring it there, so definitely appreciate it. And let's see. We got two more comments back there. I guess she's clapping. I don't know if she's clapping for the A Game or what, but thanks, September Rain. Thank you. Appreciate you. And she says, I got my popcorn. This show is awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Summer Rain. We appreciate it. Definitely.
You say
so. Yes. I'm sorry, September Rain. Well, you know what? September going to kill. I do this all the time. I don't know why, but September Rain. I'm sorry. September Rain. Because in the summer it rain, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I ain't gonna even try to make nothing up because that was bad. So, but again, like I said before, man, great conversation, man. Anything you got for us, man? Anything you want to leave us with or anything?
Yeah, I'll leave you with some love doctor's thoughts on dating. Some, not just my thoughts, rather some questions
Hmm.
on dating, since we're talking about dating and such. Now, so to set the stage, the model for dating in North America in our culture is normally a single man, a single woman, and it doesn't have to be heterosexual, but I'm just use this example, right? So two single people, they are connecting for the purposes of basically vetting each other to see if they're going to be lifelong partners, perhaps married, children, building something together, etc. Now, I think it can, if we think a little differently about the idea of dating. And we know some people are dating just for fun, just for like this is no strings attached. We're just trying to meet people, whatever. It can be networking, whatever the case. But for that traditional model of I'm dating to find a life partner,
Mhm.
maybe we're going about it in a inefficient way. And here's what I mean.
Okay.
So when you go dating, what do? You take time out of your schedule that you
Hmm.
don't normally have. You wear clothes that you don't normally wear. You take your hair and you do things with it you don't normally do. You wear perfumes that you don't normally wear. So you're smelling, looking, and presenting like a whole another person that's not you on a day-to-day basis. And you bring this person, which we can call the representative, to this interview with another person who's most likely bringing their representative to interview each other for a permanent position with a person who's not at the date. You
Right.
follow me?
Right.
You
Right.
go places you don't normally go, like the movies or the museum or the out to eat, to places you don't normally eat, the food you don't normally eat, to money you don't normally spend, and Uber rides you don't normally take, and money that you have. So I think, especially if you're going to be spending money for it, that it's a pretty horrible investment because you're not really you're not really getting what you're not presenting or going to be confronted with what you're actually looking for. You're looking for someone like, I wonder what this person is around my family and friends. You're not bringing them around your family and friends. You're alone, single, doing, having dinner or something. I wonder how this person's like with kids. You're not bringing them around kids. You're bringing them around just you. I
Hmm.
wonder what they're like under pressure. There's no pressure here.
Right.
I wonder what this person likes, what they're like in a day-to-day situation. Then this is not a normal day-to-day situation. They're in a foreign environment doing things they don't normally do. And this is the first and sometimes second, third, fourth, fifth dates that you're still showing up as different people.
Hmm.
So my question is, why do we interview or go on dates with people to see how they're going to respond in our normal lives, and we create a totally abnormal environment, totally abnormal persona, presentation, etc.
Right.
So, and that's again no judgment on that. I'm just saying whatever your goal is. If your goal is to try to find someone and to connect with someone that you want to know how they around your friends, here's a question: why don't you say to this person that you're dating or thinking about, you're interested in, hey, me and my friends are hanging out at a game night at this play, or we're playing pool tonight, you want to come along? Or I wonder how they are in public, and hey, I'm going for shopping. They got a long line at Trader Joe's. Maybe we could both get our shopping together, and you can wait in line as I shop, and I can go up to the front, and maybe we can see how maybe we can shop together.
Hmm.
If you want to know what some ordinary person, what the person is like in ordinary situations, maybe you shouldn't wait until you distance them so far from your ordinary life by wearing clothes you don't wear, putting your hair how you don't normally put it, presenting how you don't normally present, paying money you don't normally pay. Why don't you invite them to situations that are low stakes but part of your normal everyday life? Like, I'm working on this thesis, I'm doing this research for my master's degree, and it's about this topic. Would you like to discuss it with me? This is me. This is my ordinary life.
Right.
This is I'm moving. I'm moving to a new apartment. Would you mind giving me a hand, or maybe I'd even pay you to help me move some stuff, or different things, right? I'm having dinner or whatever with my family or my whatever. You want to come along? People are like, well, it's too soon to invite them to see your family. But how can you know it's too soon if you're dealing with a representative for the first 5 dates? And
Right.
then for this representative to see your family, I'd rather just invite them, or what would it be like to just invite them and say, wow, you're not really good dealing with social situation, or let's go to this gala or this place where this networking
Right.
event. You see them all tight and scared, like you were so enthusiastic, so confident, so well spoken when it was just you and me. But now we're in this party, this event, this networking thing, and you seem shook. How can you know that if you're
Right.
not going to expose yourself
Mm.
to this person, expose them to your ordinary life, and be exposed to their ordinary life?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
That's true. That's
that's my
very
question.
true.
Let's just
I
put
like
it
that.
out there.
Because you go out on a date, and it might sound funny, but it's straight up. What you want? Oh, I just want a salad. Okay. You feed them the salad. Okay. I'm just eating the water. That's all I want is the water. Nothing else. As soon as they get home, they go in the refrigerator and
Ben
tear
and Jerry's is waiting.
gallon of ice cream. Just go to berserk. You know what I mean? And it's ridiculous. But you're right. Everybody comes to the date with their representative and not their normal self. When I was, I used to take people out to get ice cream. Right? This is just no lie. This was my thing. I say, listen, I wait till dinner was over. Right, let's go out and get some ice cream. That's it. Take them out, get some ice cream. That way, what happens is you don't have a whole lot. You can't take forever to eat ice cream because you got to hurry up and eat before it melts. So now let's talk. What's up? Versus at dinner, 3-course meal. Oh, here comes the buns, here comes the rolls. Now here comes all this crazy stuff. By the time you get done, it's about 2 hours and past. You still eating. Then almost time to go back, take them back home or whatever. So that's why I used to always have ice cream, and the conversations. This is it. This is open conversation. This is who I am. Boom, 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 boom.
Because
That's
how
it.
can you talk about anything when you're watching a 2-hour movie or something?
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can't. You can't go to the movies, sit down with her, y'all looking at the movies. Well, that's it. Then you get in the car. How was the movie? They sitting there all nice. Oh, it was really nice, knowing they didn't like the movie. Of course, then later on when you date them, oh, I hated that movie. Remember we went out, I hated that movie that you took me to, but I would just, try to be nice. Or, when I left you and I ate that salad, I went home and ate, 10 pounds of ribs and then, some ice cream on top of that when I got in the house. I felt really, bad, so I don't know, man. I mean, you're right, Naeem. Like just be yourself. Come out there. If you wear your hair out, it's messed up. Just be you without the makeup on. First of all, I don't like women with a whole bunch of makeup on. That's the turn off. That's number one. Because once they take it off, they look like a whole different person. You know what I mean? You get up like, what the heck? Who's this? Oh, it's me. Like, wow. Okay, never mind. So I like it to be, like I said, I don't like a lot of makeup. I don't like a whole bunch of enhancements either. Like, be natural, be normal. And shout out to all the women out there that's normal. I'm not downplaying anybody that want to get enhanced and all that. That's beautiful. That's on you. But at the end of the day, I'm old school. I like the natural look, not the, implants and all that stuff. This just don't turn me on. So bring your stretch marks and stuff like that. That's cool. That's what it's about. Men, we can't wear makeup. We not in there with lipstick on, eyeliner. They get everything from us. They get the full picture. Now they might get a representative, don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is at least they know, okay, this is you, but your representative is representing you, but they at least know what you look like. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I know it sounds crazy, but again, make it simple, make it a simple date. Just go, let's just walk in the park, let's talk. Like you said, Naeem, let's go to the pool hall, let's do this, let's do that. Let's leave all the bull crap at home. So,
and I'm talking specifically. Thank you for all that,
Mhm.
Dr. Feel Good. I was. You got a lot of comments for yourself coming up. It's kind of like
wow.
you're interviewing someone in traditional dating, right? To fill a role in your life that requires certain skills and aspects, whether it be being able to be good around people with your family, whatever, being a calm temperament, being under pressure, whatever the case.
Right.
It's kind of like you signing up for this lifeguard duty, but the lifeguard who's hiring you to do lifeguard duty at the beach or at the pool, they take you to a restaurant and they just talk about, so how good a swimmer are you, and so, and you're sitting there being
Right.
like,
Right.
I'm a pretty good swimmer, and so. Wouldn't it be better if we met at the pool or on the beach and like,
Mm-hmm.
how about we swim a few laps together and see what happens, right? See how you swim,
Right.
how we swim
Right.
together. If you're about to be interviewed for lifeguard duty, if you really want to know how this date will be around your friends and if your friends will like them or whatnot, find organic situations where they can come along and be around you and your friends in your normal,
Exactly.
everyday,
Mm-hmm.
low stakes scenario. Because you know how much more energy it takes to find time that you don't like. The time that you're on this date, you could have been hanging out with your friends playing pool, or you could have been at Trader Joe's in line, and you're like, look, I'm gonna be at the pool hall tonight, or I'm gonna be at Trader Joe's later on. Are you free to come
Right.
to the supermarket or come to or I'm gonna just be doing my morning jog, around the track, around the park. You want to come join me for a mile or two, or toward the end of it, or just for the stretching or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know if this person's active. If they're like, you know what, I think I don't want to go do all that stretching and stuff. I think I'll catch you after when
Right.
I'm
Right.
busy after. I'm studying for my midterm after. Like that's the only time I have when I'm doing that. So,
Mhm.
you know, can we meet at the track? That sort of thing. So just saying, how would you know how someone is going to react in your ordinary life if you're bringing them under extraordinary circumstances?
That's right, man. That's definitely right.
With
And
extraordinary money,
right.
extraordinary outfits, extraordinary
Right.
hair,
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary, etc. Be yourself.
That's
I'm just
right.
offering this. What if you just be yourself and just find different lines and moments in time in your normal life
Mm-hmm.
and relationship, even if you're just, again, you just want, hey, I'm just watching my favorite TV show. You
Right.
want to like watch it with me? I get your opinion, or
Mm-hmm.
you can watch it at your house. I watch it at my house. Now you see what I do on my off time. Like watch an episode. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you share
Right.
your TV show with me. This is the book I'm reading. I want to discuss this chapter. It's called "Communication's Not a Game," and we're talking about ghosting right now because I want to know if I should be ghosting you or not.
Right.
So let's talk. Or should I soon ghost you? I don't
You know
know.
what I'm saying? You're right. Right. Should I
This
ghost
out.
you this
So,
week? Yeah.
read this chapter with me. It's only gonna take 30 minutes. Instead of sitting in front of a movie that maybe neither of us like, we're like, how you like the movie? Like, it's good. Yeah. I like it too. Sitting in uncomfortable clothes, like, why are these clothes so tight? Oh, because I
Hey.
haven't worn them ever
Right.
because I don't normally wear this crap. I'm trying to impress somebody that I don't even know and interview them in a position that's going to be the most intimate in my life, showing them someone who I'm not even that person.
You wearing high heels and falling all in front of your date. Stop. Stop it.
So come on, y'all. Let's
Oh, man.
Minded and
hey, fellas, any fellas out there, I'm telling you, the ice cream works. Trust me. Take them to get some ice cream after they eat. Make sure they eat first. We're only going to get some ice cream now because I want to know exactly who I'm dealing with. Okay? That's it. All right, let's get to the comments.
Let's get to the comments. Get up.
Good God. Let's see where to start at.
I'll read the comment. I'll read us.
Yeah, thank you, man, because my throat is dry. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Izzy line. Here she go. Hold on. All right, hold on. We gotta start way up here. Izzy says Summer Rain is a song, Chuck. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. September, don't kill me. And she says, laugh out loud. Let's see if they can play it one day during the commercial break. Izzy says Chuck's a DJ, got all kinds of songs. You're right about that. Every time I turn around, something's in my head playing. I'm like, what the hell's the matter? So
you're not letting me read the comments. I feel like
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Naeem. You're supposed to read the comments. Go ahead, brother.
That's my complaint.
I'm lunching.
I was never light eater on dates, Izzy says.
Izzy, what, for real? Come on now. Little as you are.
A pint of ice cream. Jamila says establish a friendship. Thank you. That's
right, Jamila. Yes, indeed.
For real.
You got Summer Rain over there laughing. She's done.
I'm done crying.
Mhm. And she says,
Down.
go ahead, Naim. I'm
You
so
still don't want me to read. You must not love my baby.
she.
Ice cream hook up Dr. Feel Good and the different ways of connecting with folks. Love Doctor. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. She says,
I know, right? As he meditates.
this is facts.
Lorraine says, facts, authentic, right? Jamila J. Choice. We just had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And Danina Arbitrary says, challenge. Can they pass the pets and babies test? They peep crazy fast.
Me personally, now babies, I don't know if I take people around your babies right away, but I understand what you're saying. Maybe with a crowd of people or something. But yeah, you got to be careful with that one. But again, yeah, because pets and babies, exactly. I love pets, so that's just me. But some people don't, and they sit there and fake the funk, and then be like, "Man, I can't stand that dog or that baby." Oh, Summer Rain.
He's hilarious. It's the fun. It's the fun, especially when you're not even trying.
And
great ideas for dates, says Jamila J. Choice. And ice cream can be a real meal if you do it right.
Oh, you better know it. You better know it.
And Chuck got me in tears.
Hey, I try, Izzy says she likes food. I do too. And Danina, she says a young kid's toddlers. I got you. I got what you said, Danina. Yeah, you're right, man. I tell you, Naeem, we gotta stop sending our representatives out and just be real. It's 20, we've been doing this for ages. And it's time to just keep it real. 2021. Well, we are almost out of here now. That's crazy saying that. 2022 will be here right before you know it. So, but great conversation. And we appreciate everybody out there for the comments and concerns and the laughter. So we appreciate it. It was a fun show tonight. It was fun,
Yeah.
And thanks to Fatima for tuning in, even though she was at a function. We definitely appreciate that. And anybody want that hookup, please let us know, because next week we'll have the hard deadline. All right, so just get ready for that.
And I'm not one for constantly trying to force free stuff, free beneficial
Right
on people. Like
you
see, I don't even be promoting my books. I be forgetting the website, forgetting the book. I'm not forgetting. I just don't think about it. I'm like, if y'all really was interested, you figure it out. You see me here every week. I'm not hard to find, but it's there. It's available, and that was my goal, to make it available. So that stuff is available. That's legacy. But this hookup dating situation, this is a opportunity to be a part of something creative and expansive. And again, we taking step one. We're always expanding, growing, and creating. So
and you never know, that could be your soulmate. You never know. So
the next person you ghost, either way, you won't know unless you go.
That's right. And use a poet and you don't even know it. All right, brother. There you go. So again, we appreciate everybody. And I don't know, man. That was an awesome show, man. I had a great time with everybody. Again, check out Naeem's healingtoxicrelationships.com. We got any updates on the next class, or is that at a whole?
And those who are interested, reach out to me about it. I'll let y'all know.
Okay, cool. All right. So again, that's healingtoxicrelationships.com for those that don't know. And where they can get your books on Amazon, right, Naeem? I just want to let them know. They get your books at Amazon. Look him up, Naeem Najib. Check him out, and you'll definitely see all of his work here. Like all of this work here is Naeem Najib's work. I haven't said that in a while, so I'll say it tonight. And awesome show again. And you can catch us on LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk, Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, Instagram at Feel.GoodTalk, and you can email us at feelgoodtalk113@gmail.com. And you can check out our website at www.feelgoodtalk.net. Also, we got merchandise, we got t-shirts, we got hats. Definitely hit us up if you're definitely interested in it. shout out to those that purchase merchandise. I'm gonna have to post you up here and put your picture on line so everybody can see you and your positive media gear. You know what I mean? So definitely hit us up. And we got one more comment before we get out of here. And let's see. Jamila J. Choice says, please like Facebook, Healing Toxic Relationships. Thanks, Jamila. We definitely appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. And again, this is Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with my brother Naeem Najib. And we'll see you next week, same time, 7 p.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. And again, we're out of here. Have a great night. Be safe out there. See you next week. Peace.
Peace.